Scorpio, messages from the Mermaids, weekly messages, Scorpio. These messages are for July 22nd through the 29th. I'll never solicit you for readings. This is my one and only account. Messages from the Mermaids, Scorpio. What messages do the mermaids have for you? Mermaids are like the angels of the sea. What do you need to know maybe about the flow, coming in, going out, a main theme that the mermaids are bringing through messages for you? Let's see. So we've got visions, psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing, out-of-body travel. So I'm knowing maybe you've been having psychic dreams lately. You may need to get a little dream journal or a dictionary and write down what's been coming through in your dreams and what you're kind of like getting from that. I feel like, yes, for some of you, this is definitely clairvoyant abilities waking up, third eye waking up. You may be having visions. You may be having these thoughts about something that's coming, and it comes to pass, and it comes out true. Yeah, I feel like this might be a time for you where you're kind of like diving more into an awakening and connecting more with your intuition and noticing it more. So, it's kind of amping up here. So I feel like definitely whatever, trust what's coming through, especially when it's connected to your gut and you get those gut feelings. Trust that above all. What else do we need to know here? We got anger. Yeah, keep yourself grounded. Wow, that goes. So for some of you that are developing, yeah, definitely practice your grounding, your protecting, and your shielding. And you're meditating and you're, connecting with your spirit guides and calling in your spiritual team, but being grounded. Sometimes we really do need to go barefoot in the sand or the dirt or, in the grass and by the trees. That will help us discharge some of that negative energy. You might be taking on other people's feelings and emotions. You're very empathic. You might even be an empath. So doing this is so important. Definitely do something. Have like a ritual every day or morning, perhaps before you start your day, or a few minutes in the car before you go into work, where you ground yourself, center yourself, find like a calm place in your mind and kind of like envision like the white light around you and bubble up. I feel like because you're losing a lot of your energy around other people. I feel like the moon cycles also affect you very, very greatly. But yeah, doing that grounding will help. All right, what else do you need to know or hear from the mermaids? What other messages are they bringing through to you? Yeah, watch your thoughts. Definitely. So we want to watch our thoughts. We don't want to think negative all the time because that will bring negative. Like attracts like. So we don't want to, like when we have a situation coming up, we shouldn't be thinking the worst things. We shouldn't be thinking the worst things, having doubt, like, oh, everything's going to go wrong. Oh my God. Like, I feel like that can manifest negative. So definitely pay attention to your thoughts. It's, nobody's saying have neutral thoughts, but try to, when you have a negative thought, replace it with a positive one, or like a positive memory or a happy memory, or think of somebody that you really love to kind of keep them in check and chase those more negative, heavy thoughts away. And, I feel like you could even say like a mantra, like if you're having like a lot of negative thoughts, you could be like, not now, not today, not ever. You could say that out loud, or you could say, I now cancel that thought and replace it with the positive, like thought, following positive thoughts, like something like that. And make it your own. And then, you could also make a list of all the things that really bother you, the things that you really feel are like very negative, and you may have some triggers because of that. And you can try to go through that list and like slash out some of those fears. You could also do a meditation where you meditate and you imagine like a box is in front of you and you put some of those fears inside the box. And then you take the box and you put it aside, and then you go back to the box. And, you'll find that some of those fears maybe are gone, or some of those fears, you'll realize were like irrational, and that, you were just maybe just in a doubt mode or something like that. All right, what is one last message? We've got mystery. So I feel like life is a mystery, and I do feel like some of the things that are happening to you with your spiritual process, your spiritual journey, your spiritual awakening do feel very much like a mystery. I also feel like you're very into that, like mysteries and kind of like the occult, and you're very interested in the magic in the world and the magic all around us. So I do feel like there's a bit of discovery energy here, where you're going to be making more discoveries, and you're going to be diving more into this spiritual life and this spiritual like style and way of life. I hope that these messages were helpful. and check back next week for more. Love and light.